Alright, where we left off was I couldn't get this to work, but ta-da! It's working. There's my study. So what did I have to do to make it work when I was struggling? Well, here is the zip file, right? And there's the easy HTML master. But all I did was I copied it and pasted it back on my desktop. So here that is, and so I just came here, right, clicked on index, went to open, and then Firefox, and voila, it's the beginning of my study. So I already sorted these into my three piles of agree, disagree, and neutral. My grid's going to go from most agree to most disagree. It's about how students feel about their new experience thanks to the coronavirus, having everything online as far as instruction. So here I'm not even going to read these. I'm just going to put them in my grid to make sure that, right, everything is working. And then we'll fast forward to exactly what's going to happen next. Right, so there's my grid, right? It's all color coded. I didn't change any of the color coding from how it was originally set up in the map file. I could have played around and figured out how to make it different colors. It's just, right, codes that are basically Java, which just means it's really kind of like HTML. So, but I didn't care. I just wanted it to work at this point. Come on. There we go. I have some mouse problems with this computer, so whoops. It doesn't like me. My mouse has never worked right on this Dell. So there, now I have everything set, right? I could move things around if I wanted to, hit continue. So I guess I could deactivate that. So something to go back into some of those text files and change. Apparently the tip stuff actually appears. And of course, that's why we want to go through and play around with this, right? And then we could go to continue. Here are the part where I asked them, so I have to take the tip out again, right? So I could type something in here and something in here. I'm not worried about what I'm typing at this point, right? I just want to make sure that this part works. And then over here I have my other choices from the one file. I remember, I'll tell you which one it is. Oh, look, don't I have so many files open. I think it was the language one is where it asks these kinds of questions. And I changed them up a little bit. Again, I have to take the tip out. I was thinking that was just a comment, but apparently it's not. Right? Oh, is there anything else you'd like to add? Oh, I don't know why they didn't come up there. So we could put in birth year. I'm not giving you my birth year. My gender. So this just gives us a few things that and then, right, your level. I guess I could change this. I'm a college student in the USA. And then I have a pull down of what best fits your major, right? Comments. Oh, I think this is the comments about. All right. And then we could hit continue. And then submit data. Uh-oh. Submit data. Oh, send email. do that. Oh, well, that's hideous, isn't it? Oh, apparently I have to change my yourdomain.com. Oops. It's my grandma's birthday. I forgot to close Outlook. Oh, because it opened because I did this. That's yes. Tomorrow's my grandma's birthday. She would have been like 100 something. Oh well, 120 something. All right. So there's my comments and some other things. So I will now have to also figure out. I could also do print data. What does that look like? Oh, that looks a little better. Oh, that's weird. Looks like if I wanted to print data, I would need to go in and I want to see if it looks. I should be able to. I was thinking that I could make it. It looks like it should be printed landscape, maybe. Maybe that is landscape. We won't print, though. We won't have something up here. It won't work anyway. So there's the +5. I don't know why. So at least that looks better than the other. So in a pinch, I guess we could have somebody just, right, save this as a PDF and send it to us. But we'll have to work out why that didn't work. So here we'll go back over here. And so we have these things here to do next, to upload our files and all of these things. So, but we've run into some problems when we went to submit, and I'm definitely connected to the internet to submit my data. So, and then the next step would be to upload, right? Oh, to confirm my data was sent to the Firebase project. Click on database. So we'll go in here and see if that actually worked. Somewhere in here I have. There we go. I don't think it did, though. We'll find out. Nope. Oh. Data. Oh, maybe this is why. Oh. Oh, well, that's, I don't know. But apparently, do not have anything up in my database. So that's going to be something we have to figure out. So we will go in, not to the HtmlQ, but we will go in, we will close this. And these are the original files. And here, I'm not working on quizzes right now. Here we go. This is where we are. We're in here. So there's some things that we have to change in our settings. So I'm just going to go through each one and see wherever it says tips. Apparently I have to get rid of that. This is just a statement, so nothing to change there. We'll go to the map. I'm pretty sure there were some things in here that we needed to change regarding the questions. Oh, nope, map is just, that's right, the map is just the grid. Language, though, and config, oh, I know those have some of this stuff in here. Glad I didn't have to write this code. Yes. This is an optional step. Right, so here we can, oh well, I'm not having them do that. They're not going to enter a code. So what does it say? All right. Really need to. In the land, oh good, it is double backslash, just like C programming. So I could take out things and make them simply a comment. And I can do that by just doing backslash backslash. And now I've taken enter your user code out. Never been more happy about knowing C programming than I am right now. All right, so here we go. This study is about, we are interested in your feelings about this situation. And that's just the part about a pile for your cards. Agree, that's all the same. I certainly, right, so here, I don't want this tip in here. But since it's here, I'm just going to hit return and I'm just going to comment it out. So now it shouldn't be a problem. And then this is also an optional step. So I'll comment the tip part out. Oh, hold on. I think that this part is the end of the item. So I have to put that here. So I'm just going to make sure that I have, because I think it has to end that bracket. Submit your data via email or post. And oh. See config file, submit data. All right. Please do not modify the following text. I don't know what that means. It said to do this. Address above. All right, I think that, so I didn't see this. I might have to make that. Please do not modify the following text. So we might have to replace that, but for right now, let's save this. And then we'll go into our config file. Corona students views. Alignment, shuffle cards. Password. I might have just made that problematic by commenting that other stuff out, but gender. pull down. Postgate leave blank if not required. Oh, this could be our problem, is the URL for data transmission. Oh, here's your domain. So here's where, right? So we fixed that. So I'm going to pause our little video and see if I can get this to work. All right, so I went back to database. I looked at our little handy dandy and noticed that once I went to rules, I probably should have gone to publish. Now it doesn't look quite like this now. And instead, right, I'll come over here. Right, I went to develop and test. And then open Cloud Shell, which brought me here. But you notice it says unable to load editor because third-party cookies are disabled. I have some pretty good. So I've gone into Chrome settings and I'm going to add, whoops. I'm not going to add. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to add this. Right, just doing Control C, and I will add that then to a site where it will allow me to allow the system to do cookies. I might have to refresh. I don't know why it's not doing that. Oh, wait a minute. Not disabled. Yes. So this is how I went into. That's exactly allow. There's my Google. I'll refresh it just because sometimes. Come over here. We're just having so much fun. Open a new window. We'll try that. Alright, now I'm just going to poke around. It's about the time I wish I was. Alright. I'll hit start for anything. Alright. Next. Next. Next, next, next. Oh, hold on. Put items in their cart. I don't know. I have no real idea what I just did. All right. But, and here is another thing in here for the rules where it said back here, right, that it should look like this. Read false, write true. And it doesn't look quite like that, so I'm going to try going in and do read. I've already forgot what it said. Read false. So, and then dot read. So in programming, it's always, there's no, I'm going to try dot read. Make it look just like this and see what it does. Dot read in quotes. Oh, where am I? Dot read in quotes and then false in quotes. Oops. That's weird. Again, we'll make it look exactly like what it looks like here. So false has to be in quotes. This looks like it's trying to tell me something. And then is that right in quotes? And then true. So we'll make it look just like that. I'm still not really sure why. Oh, that's from that. It's there. It just doesn't like this. I don't know why it keeps doing 2. Doesn't like. Well, we might have to do some more. This just says rules. So we'll go in and we'll make it look just like this. Version 2. We'll see if it'll let us make it look like that. So in the curly Q brackets, so curly Q brackets have to match, and then we'll have rules. So let's see what we can do. So curly Q brackets, rules. Is that in quotes? Yes, and then colon. So that means this has to be, it doesn't matter if we have it. And then colon, and then not this, but then the read and the write, and then 2 sets, because they have to. So all this is saying is, here we have read. I'm still doing that. There, I fixed it. I have no idea. Read, false, comma, right, it needs a period here, right? And then, oh, I can't remember, is there a comma in there? It's colon. And then right is true. And then, is there a semicolon there? We're just going to make it look just like this. Nope. So I have to take that semicolon out. And then this is the matches this matches that, and then get rid of that. And then, look, now it says publish, and it looks just like expecting function import service rules version. Wow. Alright. So we might have to go back. So let's copy this for right now. See, we can always go back. Oh, nope, database, and then rules. All right, so we're just gonna see if we can do one of these deals. So it's doing this because it doesn't like some of this. So we're going to take out this part. And then take out. Oh, you know what? I take it back. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make it allow write and then read if false. I bet you that'll work. All right. Woohoo! Now I'm going to pause it and we'll see if we can make this bad boy work. All right, had a little problem, and that's because since I changed our rules, it doesn't match this. Right now I have to go back, right, and go to the web development page and get the things that need to go into the config section, right? And this is what I believe went into either the config file or the JavaScript one. So that's where we are. I'm going to see if that works, and then I'll be back. All right, so I had to go to Project Overview and then into General, scroll down. So I'm going to have this new config. So over here, click on this, and now we have to copy all of these things. So this is what might have changed. And now I have to go into back to settings, and I believe it's the config. No, it's not the config, it is the Java one, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's the Java. It's the config stuff, but it goes into the Java. So I think I can go over here and do open with Notepad. And here is what I had to put in before. Right? And so I'm going to highlight this. Right? And oh, it looks the same, but maybe it's not. Save. And close. And now we'll go back up here and see if we can open with Firefox. Oh. Alright, well, we got new problems. It's just a land of problems. But we will work through this, and I will figure this one out and make another part of our video.